By Kriyas Yamsuf, we all know what happened. Klal Yisrael were Oivdei Avodah Zarah Mem Tesh Hari Tumah, and Hashem tells the Sar of the Mayim to go ahead and split the water. All of a sudden, the Sar Shel Esav comes running over and says, wait, hang on, don't do it. It's not fair. You can't do it. Why? Everybody knows. Halal Oivdei Avodah Zarah v'halal Oivdei Avodah Zarah. They're the same. How could you let these people go and then drown these people? I don't see any difference between them. They're Oivdei Avodah Zarah and they are Oivdei Avodah Zarah. L'mashal, let's say the president calls up the head of security at JFK and says, listen, there's a flight that's landing now from Air Irania, from Air Al-Qaeda, and there's going to be 400 chevra, they're going to come out, 400 guys named Mohammed. The first 200, I want you to whisk them straight to security, put them in limos, and let them go. The next 200, I want you to shoot them dead on arrival. No questions asked. The head of security is going to say, what are you talking about? They're the same. Halolu Al-Qaeda, Halolu Al-Qaeda. Halolu Muhammad terrorist, Halolu Muhammad terrorist. What's the difference between them? How can you do that? It doesn't make any sense. It's exactly what happened. Everybody knows the question. Not everybody knows the answer. The facts are, if you go back to the videotape, you'll see. It's true. We were Oivdei Avodah Zarah. We were on the worst level. Hefeiru bris milah. We gave up giving a bris to our children. We were kafui taivan Hashem. We said, you don't run the world. This cow runs the world. The sheep runs the world. It was true. We were exactly the same. What was the answer to this question? And if we did not have an answer, we would today be either dead or we would have been captured, and today we would all be Egyptians, little guys with little mustaches. That's what would happen. What was the answer? Yalkut Shemaini says, listen to these words. Hashem tells the angel, Shaita Sheba Olam, Veltz Meshugana, world-class nut. Shaita Sheba Olam, he tells an angel, you're a shaita. You're mentally, you're not, right? What's the word? How do you say shaita in English? You can't say it in these days because all the words are already taken off the table. You're not so normal. You're missing normalcy. With all the, we have to be, world-class fool. L'chila datam of dua, you think they wanted to serve idols? L'chila datam, they think they had das? They were in their faculties, in their mind when they served idols. V'haleiloi of dua, elam itoich, shibud, v'tir of das. They only served it because of shibud. What shibud? They were meshubadim, they had shibud, they were addicted, traumatized, out of their mind, v'tiruf das, messed up. V'ata don oinis k'shoigig v'rotzen k'mezid, and you're judging them all the same. You can't tell the difference between someone who's free and chooses and someone who's stuck and abused and tormented and has no choice. And to you, it's all the same. Shoite sheba olam, mishugana. Person says, I have video Friday night, Yankee, and then Mohammed, and then Johnny, all smoking cigarettes. They're all the same. No. Shaita sheba olam. You don't know my kid. You think v'chila datam of dua? You think my kid is an atheist, he doesn't believe in God because he has das? Hallelujah of dua elam yitach shibud v'tir of das. You don't know what my kid went through. We just heard what these kids never go through. They're suffering. And according to you, dear neighbor or in-law, father-in-law, mother-in-law, brother, sister, ata don oinis k'shoigig v'ratzin k'mezid, to you it's all the same? You're a shaita. You're a shaita. People look at the outside and they can't see the inside. It says in the Nesivas Shalom, angels don't know machshava. They only see the facts. They only see actions. So the Israeli army goes into Gaza to go ahead and rescue the ones who were kidnapped, who were, what is it called? Abducted. And it's night, and they can't tell the difference between a terrorist and between a captive. So they say, we don't know who to shoot. We don't know who to shoot. They get night vision goggles, and all of a sudden they see, this guy you killed, this guy's good, this guy's bad. Angels can't tell the difference. Angels, loy, malachim, don't know our machshavas. I never knew that. Did you know that? I never knew that. They are only seeing the pu'ula, the actions. So Hashem had to go ahead, and he said, you can't tell. So you're getting it wrong. You know, the angels in the community, the Askanim and all these angels that we know, they only see all the bad. We have to shut down the parks, and we have to close down these people, and we have to fight them. Shaita Shabba'ilam. But that's why it says that when it came to this year, the Kriyas Yamsuf, Ani Hashem Ani V'loi Malach, he couldn't send anybody because they couldn't tell the difference. Who's a good guy, who's a bad guy, who do you drown and who do you let go? To them, all they saw was a bunch of Avodah Zarah. I have it on videotape. They're bowing to idols and they're bowing to idols. They didn't know who to save. They just seen the shamas, and they seen the shamas who are idol worshippers. They were going to drown everybody. Ani Hashem Ani V'loi Malach. Hashem says, I'll do this myself. Makas b'chayis and chayshach also for different reasons, right? Ani Hashem Ani V'loi Malach. And he went into Mitzrayim where he doesn't go. So we have to understand what the takeaway from this is. Even Micha he was so addicted that during Kriyas Yamsuf, where you see the water standing straight, he couldn't let go of his idol. What would you do if you were God? First of all, they should have had TSA. And they should have said all the idols on the conveyor, it beeps, throw it out, so more than 3 ounces. Only idols under 3 ounces are allowed. Why would you do Kriyas Yamsuf for somebody with an idol? Hashem let him go through. Pesel Micha went through. He couldn't drop it. He couldn't let go. Couldn't let go. He was Avodim Barchim, like we said before. Shaita Sheba Olam. You think our kids are bad? V'chila datam of dua? You don't know the sugya. You think they have das, they have bechira? Oh, who says they don't have bechira? Shaita Sheba Olam. You don't know the sugya. Close your mouth. L'halilay of dua, el mitoich shibud, v'tir of das. The people working for over 20 years with hundreds and hundreds of kids will tell you, everybody will tell you, that we're not losing kids because of a big Yetzer Hara. We're not losing kids who have regular bechira. We don't know what bechira somebody who's abused or traumatized has or doesn't have. Not our sugya. Our job is havidanas kala adam l'kav schus, and our job is to do things that are going to save them and bring them back. But when somebody tells you, oh, your kid this, your kid this, your kid, they're seeing just the video camera. They're seeing just the outer layer, the exterior. And the answer that we have to, maybe not nice to tell them, but we have to know, Shaita Sheba Olam, Bechila Datam of Dua, my kid decided to be, have gender dysphoria, our kids decided that our life is not good and they found a better life that they're more happy in. No, this is shibud. This is all kinds of addiction and being held down because of all kinds of trauma and abuse and confusion. And for those who think it's just the Yetzer Hara, okay, the Yetzer Hara confused them so much. They're mamish yitzrei albashay. So they weiter have they're stuck. They can't get out of it. And we have to believe in them, because if we don't believe in them, we can end up drowning them. Because there's nothing that drowns somebody and causes somebody more tsar than knowing that I am a disappointment to my mom and dad. If I would have been born to some liberal family in whatever state, I would have been great. I never hurt anybody. I never hurt anybody. Your kids ever hurt anybody else? They're the ones who are hurting society. They don't hurt anybody. And for us to hurt them in the name of religion, in the name of God, is a very big mistake. They need us to do what Hashem did for us when we were unworthy, to be there for them, to rescue them. Vo'esa eschem, lift them, don't drown them. Al kanfei nesharim. And only after the abuser and the pain and everything was killed, then automatically we came to Hashem. Your kids will come back to you like a magnet. Will come back to Hashem like a magnet once their pain and trauma is dealt with. And until then, we have to be very humble that we can't heal all of their trauma. But at least we could be on their side. Lift them up and don't drown them. That's our mission.